the town of Murfreesboro, North Carolina is getting ready for the Watermelon Festival. That's certainly the biggest event of the summer, but any time of year is a great time to come on down to Murfreesboro and find a small town with a huge history, a very rich history. I want to introduce you to Jerry Cowan, now a Murfreesboro resident, 38 years now?
38 years, yes.
Wow, and you told us to meet here at the Vaughn house. Some things go back to the 1700s.
1790 is when the original park was built, yes.
So what can folks find and learn when they come here?
Basically about the area, about what we've been about all these years, who lived here. Walter Reed lived here as a child. So there's a lot of history that even I sometimes take for granted. Because I live here, we can sometimes take it for granted what is here.
Well, and even I think folks take for granted some of the conveniences that we have now. And when you go inside and you see the bathtub,
the
and,
bathtub,
you know, the way that folks lived way back then,
exactly.
It's nice to know that a house like this has been preserved just so folks can know, what it was like to live.
What went on back then. The Brady C. Jeff Cook Museum, which is a couple of blocks over, probably has the most extensive collection of Americana, probably on the East Coast. Smithsonian wanted some of his property. The History Museum in Raleigh wanted some, but he wanted to keep it all together, and he chose Murfreesboro. We have a Gatling gun on display at the museum.
Okay, so military history as well.
Right, and we also have, he built an airplane back in 1873 and flew it, albeit for 100 feet, but it did fly.
Well,
so,
yeah, you know.
So he beat the Wright brothers.
Is that something folks in Murfreesboro are a little sensitive about?
No, not really. No, not really.
I can tell. I guess you could call Murfreesboro a college town.
Yes,
Vaughn University.
Vaughn University. I think this fall they're expecting a record number of freshman enrollees, so it's growing.
That's great.
Which is good.
Tell me about the Watermelon Festival.
This is our 26th year of the Watermelon Festival. The first year it was held right here on these grounds, and we've outgrown it, and we're back over in this part of town now, and it's a big event. We probably draw, I'd say, 30 to 50,000 people on these 4 days, so it's a great event.
All right, so come down for that, or just come down whenever you feel like it. Maybe you'll run into Jerry, talk with him for a little while, and then you can call him Uncle Jerry, right? You said that was
exactly.
Okay? All right, when you come down to Murfreesboro, meet Uncle Jerry, tell him the Hampton Roadshow sent you.
Exactly.